sé twine hun tim. This is Jackson. He finds self-expression through painting and sculpture. He believes that spontaneity allows a release of creativity from the unconscious mind, and this is the basis for his latest work. Roland has been commissioned to compose a short jingle for a new children's program. He's having trouble creating that all-important melody, which must be catchy and upbeat. Hans is training hard for a place in this year's Super Champs. To stand a chance, Hans must complete the hazardous ramps before executing the lip flick trick. Earlier this year, Hans was involved in an incident in which both his legs were amputated. He's established a way to remain mobile while maintaining his dignity. "37-year-old Roland spent 14 years as a heart surgeon before being dismissed after several allegations of theft. He now suffers from depression and has unsuccessfully attempted suicide on a number of occasions. For the past 13 months, ex-naval officer Jackson has been struggling to come to terms with the unfortunate circumstances he experienced in the Navy.
Captain, look out for the mast! Watch the railing! The ledge! Find the ledge! The propeller! Oh my God! Shark!
Roland is using a modern synthesizer to compose his jingle. He appears to be struggling with the advanced technology. It's an anxious time, and Hans seems to be lacking rhythm in his technique. Back in the studio, Jackson is having an artist's block. Roland has given up, and his depression is now worse than ever. Earlier, Hans dropped his punting rod, and he's been stuck at the top of the ramp for some time. As a result of stress, Jackson has malfunctioned. He now loops continuously like a scratched record. Disability, depression, stress have created uncertain futures for Hans, Roland, and Jackson. Their prospects do indeed look bleak.
When we were kids, there was a strange house. All the shades were always drawn, and we never heard voices in there. And the yard was full of bamboo, and we liked to play in the bamboo, pretend we were Tarzan, although there was no Jane. And there was a fish pond, a large one, full of the fattest goldfish you ever saw, and they were tame. They came to the surface of the water and took pieces of bread from our hands. Our parents had told us, never go near that house. So, of course, we went. We wondered if anybody lived there. Weeks went by, and we never saw anybody. Then, one day, we heard a voice from the house.
You goddamn whore.
It was a man's voice. Then the screen door of the house was flung open, and the man walked out. He was holding a fifth of whiskey in his right hand. He was about 30. He had a cigar in his mouth, needed a shave. His hair was wild and uncombed, and he was barefoot in undershirt and pants. But his eyes were bright. They blazed with brightness. And he said,
Hey, little gentleman. Having a good time, I hope.
Then he gave a little laugh and walked back into the house. We left, went back to my parents' yard, and thought about it. Our parents, we decided, had wanted us to stay away from there because they never wanted us to see a man like that, a strong, natural man with beautiful eyes. Our parents were ashamed that they were not like that man. That's why they wanted us to stay away. But we went back to that house and the bamboo and the tame goldfish. We went back many times for many weeks, but we never saw or heard the man again. The shades were down as always, and it was quiet. Then one day, as we came back from school, we saw the house. It had burned down. There was nothing left, just a smoldering, twisted black foundation. And we went to the fish pond, and there was no water in it, and the fat orange goldfish were dead there, drying out. We went back to my parents' yard and talked about it, and decided that our parents had burned their house down, had killed them, had killed the goldfish, because it was all too beautiful. Even the bamboo forest had burned. They had been afraid of the man with the beautiful eyes. And we were afraid then that all through our lives things like that would happen. That nobody wanted anybody to be strong and beautiful like that. That others would never allow it. And that many people would have to die.
In 1875, during the glorious reign of our well-beloved Queen Victoria, Mr. D'Oyly Carte commissioned a comic opera from Mr. Gilbert and Mr. Sullivan. He has not slept since.
Why, Danny, it's too bad. When you're lying awake with a dismal headache and reposes to food by anxiety, I conceive you may use any language you choose to indulge in without impropriety. Mr. Gilbert. Sullivan. Any compliment on your part would be esteemed a favor. I tell him that unless he will consent to be more jocular,
Sing hey to you, good day to you, and that's what you should say.
I'll cut his curly hair and stick an eyeglass in his ocular.
Sing hey to you, good day to you, and that's what you should say. Sing hey
Pooh to you, pooh pooh to you, sing pa to you, ha ha to you, sing ba to you, and that's what you should say. Ooh, ooh, and that's what I shall say. Ba! Pretty, pretty maiden, prithee tell me true. Hey, but I'm doleful, willow, willow, waily. Have you had a lover dangling after you? Hey, willow, waily, oh.
To other maidens go you, as yet I do not know you. Hey,
willow, waily, oh. If you wish in the world to advance, your merit you're bound to enhance. You must tear it and stump it and blow your own trumpet, or trust me, you haven't a chance. We shall both go on requesting till you tell us, never doubt it. Everything is interesting. Tell us all about it. Your future dawns before your very eyes. Success is guaranteed. How so? Success is guaranteed. The scheme is rash and well may fail, but ours are not the hearts that quail, the hands that shrink, the cheeks that fail in hours of need. If that is so, sing derry down derry, it's evident very our tastes are one. Away we'll go and merrily marry, nor tardily tarry till day is done. Sing derry down derry, we'll merrily marry, nor tardily tarry till day is done. Hey! What? Never? No, never. What? Never? Well, hardly ever. You understand? I think I do. With vigor and shaken, this step shall be taken. It's neatly planned. I think so too. I readily bet it, you never regret it. For duty must be done. The rule applies to everyone, and painful though that duty be. To shirk the task, will fiddly, 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 dee. I jibe and joke, and quip and crank, for lowly folk and men of rank. I ply my craft, and know no fear, but aim my shaft at prince or peer. A wandering minstrel I, a thing of shreds and patches, of ballads, songs and snatches, and dreamy lullaby. My catalogue is long through every passion ranging, and to your humours changing. I tune my supple song, I tune my supple song. Conceive me if you can, a crotchety cracked young man, an out-of-poetical, super-aesthetical, out-of-the-way young man. Conceive me if you can, a matter-of-fact young man, an alphabetical, arithmetical, everyday young man, an out-of-poetical, super-aesthetical, everyday young man. How purely fragrant, how earnestly precious. 'Tis ever thus with simple folk. An accepted wit has only to say, pass the mustard, and they roar their ribs out. What? I can't help it if I was born sneering.
Well, it seems to me to be nonsense.
Nonsense, yes, perhaps. But oh, what precious nonsense. Oncely, twicely, oncely, twicely, how impressively here you glide. La 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 la. Capital boat, you've caught it nicely. La 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 la.
That is a style of thing, the style. The style of thing precisely. Mr. Gilbert!
Oliver? Everything is a source of fun. Nobody say for we can. Life is a joke that's just begun. Little maids from school, little maids from wall and wearing, come from a lady, seminary, from a genius to Larry. Little maids from school, little maids are we.
Mr. Sullivan, another winner! Excellent!
In short, these aggravating lads, they tickle my taste, they feed me fat, they give me this and they give me that, and I've nothing whatever to grumble at. Oh, don't the days seem lank and long when all goes right and nothing goes wrong? And isn't your life extremely flat with nothing whatever to grumble at?
Philosophers may sing of the troubles of a king, but of pleasures there are many, and of worries there are none. And the culminating pleasure that we treasure beyond measure is the gratifying feeling that our duty has been done.
Sullivan. When I first put this uniform on, it's plain to the veriest dunce that every beauty would feel it a duty to yield to its glamour at once, which I never counted upon when I first put this uniform on. By a simple coincidence few could ever have counted upon. The same thing occurred to us when we first put this uniform on. And noble lords will scrape and bow and double themselves in two, and open their eyes in blank surprise at whatever he likes to do. And everybody will roundly vow he's fair as flowers in May, and say, how clever, at whatsoever he condescends to play.
Oh, 'tis a glorious thing, I ween, to be a regular royal queen. No half and half affair, I mean no half and half affair, but a right and regular royal queen.
Mr. Gilbert!
We are dainty little fairies, ever singing, ever dancing. Tripping hither, nobody knows why you're with us. We must dance and we must sing round about our fairy ring.
Go away, madam, I should say, madam, you display, madam, shocking taste.
It is rude, madam, to intrude, madam, in a mood, madam, brazen-faced.
You come here, madam, interfere, madam, with a peer, madam, I am one.
You're aware, madam, what you dare, madam, so beware, madam, and beware.
Ah, when constabulary duties to be done. A policeman's lot is not a happy one.
Happy one.
Away, away, ere I expire, I find my duty hard to do today. My heart is filled with anguish dire, it strikes me to the core, away, away. See how the fates their gifts allot, for A is happy, B is not. Yet B is worthy, I dare say, of more prosperity than A.
Is B more worthy?
I should say he's worth a great deal more than A. Let me make it clear to you, this is what I'll never do. This or this, or this, or this.
This is what you never do.
I'll never do.
You never do.
I'll never do.
Never, never do.
My eyes are fully open to my awful situation, I shall go at once to Doily Cart and make him an oration. I shall tell him I've recovered my forgotten model senses, and I don't get tuppence halfpenny for any consequences. On the subject I shall write him a most valuable letter full of excellent suggestions when I feel a little better. This particularly rapid, unintelligible patter isn't generally heard, and if it is, it doesn't matter.
If it is, it doesn't matter.
If it is, it doesn't matter. This particularly rapid, unintelligible patter isn't generally heard, and if it is, it doesn't matter.
A vow you make, you must not break. If you think you may, it's a great mistake. For I'm a peppery kind of king who's indisposed for parleying, to fit the wit of a bit of a chit, and that's the long and the short of it. When the foeman bears his steel, tarantara, tarantara, we uncomfortable feel, tarantara, tarantara.
Ye torrents roar, ye tempests howl, your wrath pour with angry growl.
Tarantara, and we find the voices
and do your best and never
whistle at our chests and sing, tarantara.
do ye your worst,
And we find the wisest thing, tarantara, tarantara.
oh, to glory and the grave.
In vain to me you plead.
Don't go,
Your prayers I do not heed.
don't go.
It's true I sigh, but don't suppose a tearful eye forgiveness shows. Oh no, I'm very cross indeed. Yes, very cross.
Don't go. Tell a tale of cock and bull, of convincing detailful. Tell tremendous and defenders, what a tale of cock and bull. What a tale of cock.
What a tale of bull.
What a tale of cock.
What a tale of bull.
What a tale of cock and bull. Cock and bull. Cock and bull.
Sullivan.
Sullivan.
Fading is the taper waist, shapeless grows the shapely limb, and now though severely laced, spreading is the figure trim, stouter than you used to be, still more corpulent grow you.
Whene'er I spoke sarcastic joke replete with malice spiteful, this people mild politely smiled and voted me delightful.
Now when a wight sits up at night, some catchy tunes devising, and all his wiles are met with smiles, it's grand, there's no disguising.
This will be too much for me in the coming by and by. This will be too much for me in the coming by and by. Perhaps I may incur your blame. The things are few I did not do in friendship's name, and as friends we must remain until our dying day. Thank you, Sullivan. It gives one the chance of shining right through the 20th century with a reflected light.
Ah, leave me not to pine alone and desolate. No fate seemed fair as mine, no happiness so great. But the darkness has passed, and it's daylight at last, and the night has been long, ditto, ditto my song. And thank goodness they're both of them over. right through the 20th century. I wonder.
anything on telly?
Only some weird animation thing.
Oh, God.
Hey, let's see what's on the radio, shall we?
Oh, why bother? It's all the same rubbish these days. Oh.
Hey, that'll be the doorbell.
Congratulations, Professor. I'll get it. You rest your brain. Hello. I don't. Look, clear off, you scabby fleabag. I've no time for you. I'm not interested.
Who is it? Who's there?
It's all right. I'm just...
Oh, great! It's the double glazing salesman again.
Get off with you and take your dodgy windows with you. Don't come round here flogging your cut-price insulation. Just bugger off, you scroungy mutt.
How about cavity wall insulation, then? Hey, fancy a game of chess?
Good idea, but we don't have any white pieces.
Why not?
You made me eat them when I lost last time, remember?
Oh, yeah. Still, a bet's a bet, eh? Any, sign of them yet?
Well, I thought I saw a couple of pawns yesterday, but...
I know! Let's play shadow puppets!
What?
Shadow puppet! Shadow puppet! Shadow puppet! Shadow... You know, shadow puppets! It'll be fun!
I can't think of anything more boring than staring at some stupid shadows, for God's sake. Is this what happens when you don't have any friends?
Oh, come on, you'll love it once you get into it. It's very addictive, actually. Look, I'll start. Go on, then. Can you tell what it is?
A liver?
Oh, here we go, come on. What is it?
It's quite difficult to tell, actually. It sort of looks like you've got your hands caught in a sandwich toaster.
No, come on, what is it, eh? Come on. Moo? Moo?
It's a cow.
Yes, very good. See, I told you it was fun. Right, here we go.
I don't suppose it would do much good begging you to stop, would it?
Oh, come on, grumpy pants. Show us your funny puppets. I'm not doing a hand.
Oh, damn. All right. What's this, then?
Is it an otter? Or is it an otter with two sausages strapped to his head? No? Two bananas climbing Mount Everest. A bear. A bear by a nice campfire. Or a bear eating fire. A fire-eating otter. No? Right, it's a fireman. It's a fireman and he's chasing an igloo. It's not Melvin Bragg, is it? No? No, okay, it's a bird. It's a bird of some sort. Is it a seagull? In a car? A seagull driving in a car in a box? No? No, yes, I've got it. It's a reenaction of the Jeff Hurst goal in the World Cup final. The one that didn't cross not the fourth one, the third one that... No? It's me, of course, it's me. It's not me, no? You sure it's not an otter?
Yes, I'm sure it's not an otter!
Oh, right. It's a
rabbit! It's a fluffy, wuffy little bunny, wunny wabbit that goes flippity-hop, okay?
Well, more like a fireman chasing an igloo to me.
I'm sorry?
You shouldn't play these games if you're going to get so shirty, you know.
Shorty? Shorty? I'm stuck indoors playing Guess the Misshapen Beast with someone who clearly wouldn't recognize a rabbit if it came to his house for tea, said, "What's up, Doc?" and started burrowing into his head. There are blind people with no fingers who are better at shadow puppets than you. No wonder I'm a tad miffed. Not today, thank you.
Мать, опять уехал!
Чего оно? О! Ooh.
Василиска! Это что такое? Ой-ой! Кыс-кыс-кыс-кыс! Зараза! Никодим! Ой-ой! А? Ой-ой! Машка! Why? Спасибо. Why?
We never fell. We never even stumbled. We just waited for the spirits to rise from out of the ground. And we waited for firelight from a distance. secret from afar. But much more. We waited for beauty from somewhere way beyond. And while we waited, our spirits, they ran lower and lower. And then we waited for the firelight to come closer. And then we waited for that secret to draw near. Much more, we waited for beauty to touch us from somewhere way beyond. But then, we just got tired of waiting. And then we stumbled. And then we fell. once we had got tired of waiting, when once we had stumbled and fallen, suddenly, new spirits, they started to rise from out of the ground.